Hey y'all, I am gonna wait just a second for some people to pop on. I am right on time at 8 o'clock, which is a great thing for me because I am always running habitually late, but I tried my best to be on time. So if you're popping on, make sure you engage with me. I like to have people talk back. I don't like talking to myself. Tag your team members. Let me know what you think. Ask questions as we go. I would love for you guys to tell me where you're watching from, how long you've been with Scentsy. That would be amazing. So let me first just introduce myself so that you guys know who I am, and then I am going to get right in to our topic today. So my name is Chastity Robinson. I am a Superstar Director for Shine Your Light group family of teams, and I am from North Carolina. I joined Scentsy back in 2015 on a $49 join kit with less than $72 in my bank account as a single mom. So probably wasn't the best business decision at the time, but I did not know that Scentsy was going to completely and utterly and fundamentally change my life. So, I just wanted you guys to know that. I am a former teacher. I am a police wife. I have 2 kids, a 9-year-old and a crazy 4-year-old. If you do not follow me on social media, please do that. Follow me though, because my Facebook is getting overwhelmed. Same thing with Instagram. You can see all the crazy shenanigans. It's no highlight reel. But I'm going to get into our topic tonight, and talk about owning your attitude and owning your business. Owning your attitude and owning your business. So this first step to owning your attitude as well as owning your business is to have goals. Okay? Talk to me in the chat if you have a goal every single month. When the month starts over, you have new goals. Tell me in the comments if you have a long-term goal. Like, talk to me about what your goals are, because that is step 1 to having the correct attitude to actually own your business. Now, there are lots of different goals out there. Your goal could be for a specific dollar amount, like a $10,000 paycheck. Your goal could be just $100, just $50. No goal is too small. No limit is too high. That is what I want you to know first of all. Is it to promote this fall? Is it to go on the incentive trip? You should have short-term and long-term goals. If you don't, that is going to be the first thing that I am going to suggest to you about owning your attitude and owning your business, because you need goals and things to reach for every single month, as well as having long-term vision for your success. But this is what I want you to know. Go all in. Go all in on your goals. And yes, I have notes, so that's why I'm looking down. You can't settle. Your goal can be as big as you want it to be, or as little as you want it to be. No goal is wrong, but you don't have to settle. There is no limit. The limit does not exist. It was just October 3rd, so it's like Mean Girls quotes, even though we're nice girls around here. The limit does not exist. Go all in. You only get one life to live. Do not settle for mediocre goals and a life that you need a vacation from. You deserve a life you love, okay? No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to set your goals for you. No one is coming to save you, but you need to know that you're good enough. Every single person that listens to this training, you're good enough. There's a reason that you decided to show up tonight and listen. There's a reason. God put you here for a reason. Somebody needs to hear something that I'm going to say tonight. I truly and truly believe that. You deserve the business and the life of your dreams. But the first step to that is setting that goal. Big, audacious goals. But you have to make the decision to rise to the level of those goals. Just you. Not your upline, not your sponsor, not your husband, not your kids, you. You have to make the decision to rise to the level of whatever goal it is. So I want you to tell me, what is a big, huge, scary, pee your pants goal that you have? Tell me. I'm going to wait for some comments, and I'm going to tell you mine. My big, huge, audacious goal is to make $30,000 in a month. A big, huge, audacious goal for me is to give my husband the freedom to retire from being a police officer, if that's what he wants to do when the time comes. He doesn't want to walk away. But if it ever did, I want him to have the freedom. I want the freedom to put my kids in private school forever and ever, amen, and not have to worry about the money. What are your big, audacious goals? Okay? To owning your attitude and owning your business. So step 2 to owning your attitude and owning your business is you need to adjust or assess your attitude. Some of you may have a great attitude towards your business. Some of you may need to assess what that attitude looks like. Some of you, who knows? I don't know where you are in your business, but everybody, superstar directors, people that have been doing this 10, 15 years, everybody needs to assess and adjust all the time, especially in this business. So step 2 is adjusting or assessing your attitude. I want you to ask yourself this. People can feel your energy before you walk in the room. People can feel your energy. Do you light up the room or do you diminish that light? Do you light up the room or do you diminish that light? Do you have RBF? I do. If you don't know what RBF is, resting bitch face, I do. A lot of people feel like intimidated. They may feel intimidated to come up and talk to me. But there's a difference between RBF and looking really grumpy and mad. There's a difference. So ask yourself that. Your attitude about anything is going to determine your success or failure, period. Am I going to continue bitching about it or am I going to be about it? Ask yourself that, because no one is coming to save you. And this is something that hit me really hard because when I joined, I was a single mom. I had just escaped a very abusive and toxic relationship. I am a survivor of domestic violence. My ex-husband was also a heroin addict, and I didn't see any of those things coming because it's not like I married him that way, right? And so people's circumstances can change within 30 seconds. Every single day, your circumstance could be completely different. So ask yourself, if you're really wanting to make this a career, if you're wanting to even just make a couple $100 a month so that you can buy extra groceries, so that you can do whatever it is you want to do, ask yourself, do you want this or not? Because I had to tell myself that I needed to put my head down and get to work, because my business was never going to wake up one day and decide he didn't want to be married anymore. Your business is not going to wake up one day and decide to leave you. That had to really sink in for me to work on the days that I didn't want to get out of bed, for me to work the late nights when I was teaching, for me to do a lot of things that I didn't want to do. I could have used that as an excuse, but I used it as a reason. Now, a lot of people will see these people in this business and think that success is just talent. Business success is not just talent. Talent alone, or being good at social media, or being good at graphics, or being an extrovert, or whatever, talent alone is not enough for you to succeed. It's just not. Your attitude towards success and towards getting to the top is what's going to help you succeed and keep you at the top, because you can't get to where you want to be and just stop working. Your business will die. You don't go to the gym and stop working out the second you get in shape, or you're going to gain all that weight back. You have to continue to keep your attitude towards success on point. On point. Don't let a temporary feeling affect your 5-year dreams. Successful people use their excuses as a reason to work their business and pick up their kit. Now listen to me. I am not saying that people don't have things that are going on, that people don't need a minute. That's okay. But if you leave your business laying on the ground while you're going through something bad, it's going to be very hard for you to pick that back up and get right back to where you want to get to. Use that energy. Whether it's negative, whether you're mad, whether you're sad, whatever it is, use whatever energy you can muster up as a reason to work your business and rise above those circumstances. Winners are winning because of their attitude. Success is non-negotiable. For me, it was non-negotiable for me to make extra money. It was non-negotiable for me because I had $0 to my name after I paid bills. I literally couldn't afford groceries. I had to move in with my mom. If I didn't have her, I would have been on the street. Success was non-negotiable. Your goals should not change just because something goes crazy in your life or something goes out of stock, for instance. Your goals shouldn't change because shipping is taking forever. Change your perspective, change your attitude, change your business. Make it a good thing. I know it can be frustrating when things sell out super quickly or shipping is taking too long. You're right. It can be frustrating. But you don't vent to your customers. You don't vent to Facebook. You change your perspective and you tell them how exciting it is to be with a company that has such success that shipping's taking a little bit longer. You get excited about how quickly something's sold out and tell them that maybe it will be back for second chance pre-order or whatever. We are blessed to work for a business that has products that are in such high demand. We are blessed by that, right? And if you don't think that, you've got to change your attitude towards it because your customers, your team, everybody is going to feed off of it. Whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen. Your attitude is going to affect everything. Attitude over everything. If you can't have a positive attitude or figure out how to change your mindset, take a step back and ask yourself why you're in a business that deals with customer service, that deals with helping people, that stands for authenticity, generosity, integrity, all of those things. Ask yourself that. Now, have you ever been frustrated with your team or your team members? You can tell me in the chat. Because that can be a very big struggle. It can be really a struggle to deal with things or people that are maybe your personalities clash, or maybe they're always complaining, or maybe whatever it is. People have been frustrated with people on their team, whether they want to admit it or not. Here is a way that you can fix that. Remember, attitude over everything. If you're frustrated with your team or your team members because they're not showing up, or they're not performing like they used to, or your numbers are low, let me tell you what to do. Build a new team. Okay? Stop complaining about it. Be about it. Build a new team. 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 Okay? That's step one. Number two, ask yourself when you're frustrated with your team or your team members, are you frustrated because you are wanting it more than them? Are you frustrated because you are wanting it more than them? Or are you frustrated for something you can control? You can't want something enough for someone else. If someone doesn't want to be a high producer or make $10,000 a month, you can't make them. All of those people that join your team to be a hobbyist, to make $50 extra a month, to do whatever it is. Maybe they just want to be a part of your community. That's okay. And you have to be okay with that. Your attitude has to adjust to that. You can never want it enough for those people. If there's somebody that just wants to be a part of their team, find their gifts. Give them a job. Do they love graphics? Do they love welcoming people? Do they love making things? Give them a job and make them feel welcome instead of being frustrated by their lack of numbers. Maybe their numbers are never going to change. Maybe their numbers are never going to change. But maybe one day their circumstances will change and they'll be ready to show up. But you lost them because you wanted it more for them than you wanted it for yourself. Okay? And the last step to owning your attitude, to owning your business, is you need to ask yourself, what are your business standards? What are your business standards? What is your daily consistent action? What are your income producing activities? Picture those things in your head. What is dead in your business that you need to cut out? What's dead? Choose the best things to keep doing and cut out the rest. If there are things that are happening or things that you're doing in your business that aren't working, stop doing them. Adjust. Find a new way to book parties. Find a new way to meet new people. Find a new way to follow up with your customers. Find a new way to do it if it's not working. You can't continue to do the same thing over and over and expect different results if you're not getting them in the first place. Successful people quit things all the time. They just quit the right things. I quit doing a lot of things in my business this past year because they weren't the right things for me. They were the right things for my upline. But they weren't the right things for me and for my business. Quit the right things. Let me tell you what you can't quit. You can't quit sponsoring. You can't quit selling. You can't quit meeting new people. You can't quit following up. You can't quit treating your customers like gold. You can't quit those things, but you can quit the way that you do it if it's not producing for you. But what are the standards for your business every single month? Not your upline standards, not what you expect out of your team. What are your standards? What are your standards? So for me, it's standard 2,000 PRV, 2 new teamies every single month. That doesn't have to be your goal or your standard. 5 brand new customers, 5 new Cincy Clubbers. What are your standards? Not anyone else's. Daily consistent action. Planning out my month for my social media posts, because if I don't, it doesn't happen. But nobody else gets to decide what those standards are. Only you get to decide that. Only you. Mindset matters. I can tell you my standards. Your sponsor can tell you hers. She can tell you what income producing activities she does. She can tell you about the time blocking that she does. She can tell you about her schedule, but that works for her. You have to decide what's going to work for you and what you're going to do about it. You don't own your team. You don't own your upline. It's not your sponsor's job to do anything for you. It is your job and your business to decide what to do with it. And there's no right or wrong answer. Okay? So I know a lot of this wasn't something like tactical to take away, but I think it's super important for people to realize that just because you see a successful person doing something doesn't mean you need to do exactly what they do to be successful. There are so many different ways to find success, but you can't just be a photocopy of your upline and expect for it to be sustainable. People want to know, like, and trust you. People want you to be you. They want you to be authentic. And you're not going to find success or reach the level of your goals by having a bad attitude or a bad mindset or a negative place. So learn something new every single day. Learn something new every single day. Focus on the people, your team members. Focus on helping them, but also focus on the relationships that you can build outside of your business. Don't let a temporary feeling affect your 5-year dreams. What problem did you solve today? for your customers, for your potential recruits, for your people. The only person that you should try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday and the person that you were last year. When I'm setting my goals, I look at my bar report and I look at where I was last year and I look at my numbers last month. I compare myself to me. And because comparison is the thief of joy, and it is so easy to see what someone else posts on social media, to see all of those different things and to compare yourself and get down. But the only person that you need to be better than is you. Just you. But you have to be willing to do the things that people don't want to do if you want the things that people want to have. So you be the 1%. Do the things that people don't want to do so you can have the things that people want to have. Work hard, but work for you, not for someone else. Every successful person is somebody who has failed at something. I've failed at a million different things. A lot of us feel like a failure. But you're only a failure if you let it define you and you quit. Every successful person has failed at something, but they don't consider themselves a failure. The biggest successes are usually going to come right after your biggest failures. The difference between me, you, and your upline superstar directors are the amount of times that we've failed, the amount of no's that we've heard, the amount of work that we've done when we didn't want to, the amount of showing up when we don't feel like it, the amount of working late so that we can take the weekend off, but working on the right things and having the right attitude. You cannot rise to the top by having a bad attitude or a bad mindset towards everything in your business. So if you can own your business or own your attitude, you can own your business and rise to the level of your goals. So step 1 is to have goals, long-term and short-term goals. I'm actually going to turn my camera around here in a second and show you exactly where mine are, so I have to look at them every single day. Assess and adjust your attitude. Assess and adjust your attitude, and what are your business standards? Set those standards and live by them. Earn your leadership every day. Earn your consultant status every day. Quit the bad things or the things that don't matter, but go all in on your life. No one can save you. No one's coming to save you. And your business isn't going to wake up one day and decide they don't want to be married anymore, or decide they want to move out, or decide they're just going to peace out. Okay? So let me turn my camera around. I'm going to show you, because if your goals aren't right there in front of you, even quotes, I have quotes that I also say as well. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. My goals, and then lots of different other things right there for me to make sure that I keep my mindset in check. But I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. And thank y'all for showing up. Bye.